There's a moment right after the laughter dies, but before the quiet sets in, a hollow ringing space where a new thought can begin, or an old one can return, dressed in different softer light. That's where I live with you now, in the fading of the night. Not in the arguments we had, not in the trips we took, but in the pause after my name, in the pages of that book you never finished reading, left face down on the chair, a promise to continue, suspended in the air. And it's not haunting, not exactly, it's more like a presence, a subtle shift in atmosphere, a gentle quiet essence of what almost was, what nearly formed but chose to stay as mine. In the liminal and lovely, in the absence of the light, I love you. Between the breaths, in the unspoken pause, in the ghost of a touch that never found its cause. Not in the grand confession, but in the glance away, in the things we almost uttered at the closing of the day. In the space between the heartbeats, where the silence has a sound, and all the lost potential is delicately found. Yeah, I love you between the breaths, where nothing is defined, and everything we couldn't be is perfectly aligned. I find it in the morning, in the steam above my cup, a whisper of a future we reluctantly gave up. Not with a fight, but with a sigh, a slow and sad release into the ecosystem of a solitary peace. It visits in the evening, when the shadows grow so long, they almost touch the memories and prove the feeling strong enough to linger, not to hurt, but just to softly be a part of my geography, a sea inside of me. Some people need the solid ground, the carved in stone to vow, but I have made a home inside the everlasting now of what we almost were. It's spacious here and kind, it doesn't ask for answers, it doesn't need to find a resolution. It just is a tender, constant hum, a beautiful, unfinished song between the breaths. I love you between the breaths, in the unspoken pause, in the ghost of a touch that never found its cause. Not in the grand confession, but in the glance away, in the things we almost uttered at the closing of the day. In the space between the heartbeats, where the silence has a sound, and all the lost potential is delicately found. Yeah, I love you between the breaths, when nothing is defined, and everything we couldn't be is perfectly aligned.